Hello and welcome to the MuddyBootz Allotment channel. My name is Nigel Jewkes, and in this new series, Growing Made Easy, I'll be taking a look at some of the vegetables that I grow in easy to follow steps, from sowing the seed right the way up to harvest. Growing onions from seed can seem somewhat of a daunting task, particularly if you're new to gardening. The most easiest way is to grow from bulbs or rosettes as they're called, but I much prefer to grow from seed for a number of reasons. Firstly, growing from seed you have a wider variety to choose from, particularly if you want to grow the larger onions. And the other downfall with sets for me is that sometimes they'll throw a flower spike up, and this causes them to go to seed, otherwise known as bolting. So why not join me? Let's go sow some seeds. Start off by using a quarter seed tray. Just pop this worm compost in. It's a little tamp down, so not too firm. That's ideal. And just lightly broadcast the seeds liberally over the surface. There's far more seeds here than I'll require. I'll just pick out the best and I'll donate the rest to anybody that wants them. Although the compost is moist, I'll still give it a little dampening down. That will help settle down the vermiculite. So that's it all sown now. I've actually put a label on for identification, which will be added to the chart. And all that's left now is to pop it into the propagator. This will be set at around 15 to 18 degrees centigrade. Got some seed onions here ready for potting on now. There's a Johnson's Exhibition and the Robinson's Mammoth. I'll be potting these individually into these small cell trays just for the time being, and once they've grown on, then they'll go into 3-inch pots. This is the cell tray all labelled up there, Johnson's Exhibition and Robinson's Mammoth. There's 21 in each, and the compost I'll be using is the Bathgate Champions Blend, the peat-free variety. These onions are way past potting out stage. I just left them in the propagator and forgot about them, but hopefully once they're bedded in and watered, they should pick up okay. I'm just using this old thermometer here as a dibber, which is just about the right size. Goes down deep enough to get the onion in. So that's the 2 sets of onions planted out in the trays. I've watered them in, get them a soak from underneath as well, and I've popped them in this propagator. They're looking a bit sorry for themselves at the moment, but hopefully once they've bedded in, this is set at 15 degrees, I'm sure they'll pick up. At this point, I'd like to give a quick mention about the soil preparation that I do. Usually this happens in the fall or the autumn, and all it involves is a nice good top dressing of well rotted horse manure or cow manure, and that's left throughout the winter. Just before planting out, then I just tittle this into the top 4 inches of soil, and then when the onions are planted in, this gives the roots something to attach to and start them feeding. Calcified seaweed is another option that you can top dress with as well. But the most important factor is never let the onion bed dry out, particularly during June and July when they're at the peak growing. going to pot on these seed onions now. You could actually leave them in these cells, but because they're going to be in here for quite a bit longer, I'd rather put them in fresh compost with a bit more food in. This is just a normal seed sowing compost. I have added an extra ingredient, and that's a thing called charge, and it is a biostimulant. This mix will probably see the onion ready all the way till it goes out into the ground now. I'll just lightly fill the pot up, just make a little depression in the centre, and try and plant it the same depth as the plug soil. So there it is there. Just pop it down level with the soil. Just bring the soil around it. Give it a little tap and then pop it in the water bath. I've given these a good water last night so that it binds the soil together. Just remove the pot. You can see the root balls are decent size now. And you can plant them using a trowel, just dig a hole. Get roughly the same height as a bulb, maybe it could be a little bit deeper. I prefer to use the traditional bulb planter. There's the kelsies in them. Put 4 rows, 6 in each row. I've got a few spare in the tub there, but I'm sure I can find a home for those. Looking quite well at the moment, even better when I've watered them in. In the meantime, I'm going to try and finish planting out this bed. Now I've got them 4 rows of kelsies in. I'm going to put these in next. These I grow from seed, and these are called Johnson's Exhibition. These are Johnson Exhibition onions, as I said before, and I've planted them a bit closer than normal because I've got far too many onions and space, but I don't like throwing stuff away. The next ones to go in are these again, from seed. These are Robinson's Mammoth. Well, that's me planted just for today anyway. To show what I've done, I've got 4 rows, 6 in each row. These are the Kelsey plug plants, and below there I've got another 2 rows, and there's 7 in the row. Them are the Johnson's Exhibition, and behind those 3 rows of 7 again, and then the Robinson's Mammoth. With regards to feeding during the growing season, if the bed's been prepared well, there should be no need to feed. Although you can add nitrate of soda, 1 teaspoonful in a gallon of water, that should be plenty. But too much feeding can actually give thick necks on the onions and poor storage qualities. The other thing I've done, as you can see now, I've actually put the frame up, and I've got some ultra fine insect mesh, like Enviromesh type thing, and I'll be covering it over there. Hopefully there'll be no onion, fly allium, leaf miner, and also the lake moth and all, which got destroyed with last year. So I'll sort the net out and I'll let you have a look once that's fitted. So that's the Enviromesh, the ultra fine insect netting. It's 6 metres long, 2.5 metres wide, and a metre high at each end, so that's 4.5 metres in total width. And normally I used to do the screw heads in the bottom of the boards. But I bought some bungee cord off eBay, and I've made up my own bungees, so I can now stretch this 6 meters, and I'll be doing 2 for each, 1 for each side and 1 for each end. My allotment uses a 4-bed rotation system, which means every year the crops move forward. But there are some growers who grow onions in the same bed each year. One of the big manufacturers of the seed, Robinson's, their bed is over 150 years old. But you must be meticulous with the hygiene on the bed. If you do get white rot, immediately move the bulb and also some of the surrounding soil, just to reduce the risk of spreading the disease. Really is a scorching hot day today, so I'm going to continue and lift all these onions. Some are done okay, these are not too bad. Some of these are the Kelseys, then I've got some Ailsa Craig and Robinson's Mammoth. But I'll lift a lot and I'll show you when I've done that. So this is my onions for 2020. Got them all in. If you notice, there's no red onions here. I completely forgot to sow any red seed. I did buy some sets, but as usual, bolted. Anyway, I'm very happy with these, and more importantly, there's no white rot. Well, that just about wraps it up, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed it and got something out of it, particularly the newer growers we have on YouTube now. I have got quite a lot more of this style to release, covering other different vegetables that I grow on my allotment. If you've not already subscribed, there's a button down the corner. Click on that, and also click on the bell, and that will notify you when I upload a new video. So many thanks for watching. I'm Nigel Jewkes. You've been watching MuddyBootz Allotment.